Hello, new to the internet. Lately, there's been a lot of discussion around GTA 6. Granted, we basically know that the game is on track to release now in the next 3 months, not getting delayed again. There is lots of discourse, it's lots of drama, it's lots of backlash. When you could talk about the Netflix trailer exclusivity, when you talk about the Ultimate Edition benefits, the fans' expectations of the game, they're basically hyping themselves up into disaster. When you talk about the plethora of misinformation that's being spread around the game constantly, which seemingly has slowed down a lot more as we get closer to launch. You can talk about the exploitative nature of GTA Online and how Rockstar is likely going to multiply that effect by a handful when we receive the next iteration of GTA Online. I mean, there's a lot that you can say about Rockstar games, but more recently, things haven't been looking good. When you talk about the fact that you can get a quote unquote physical copy of the game, but it's just a voucher code in the box. They're not printing discs for it. Take-Two and Rockstar have been setting a bad taste in folks' mouths. And despite the fact that I've been heavily anticipating this game for over 10 years and that I'm going to be playing it in the fall, they've definitely been rubbing me the wrong way as well. Gotta be wary about whatever the fuck this company's gonna do next. But never mind the company. There's a lot that could be said about the fan base as well that I've covered in a previous video in terms of the community being schizo or being this or being that. And none of that is important today because someone who shares the same passion for video games that we do needed our help. He's been covering games for years, providing his own commentaries, but truthfully, he's been dealing with something vital for even longer. He's been dealing with something called interstitial lung disease. Now, I'm not medically savvy, but from my understanding, what I'm reading from clevelandclinic.org is that this disease is something that causes significant damage to the lungs and tissues, the air sacs and blood vessels around them, which makes it very difficult for your lungs to extract the oxygen from the air. And it ends up leading to certain things such as lung infections or lung cancer, respiratory failure. And these conditions of interstitial lung disease make cases potentially fatal. Our friend's name is Jerry Fort. He goes by the alias Void Only on social media. In a video that Jerry released a couple of days ago that reads, "I just want to play GTA 6 on the thumbnail," which I highly encourage folks go and watch. I'll leave that in the description below. He is asking for our help. He says that he's not someone who feels entitled to other people's resources. He's not somebody who would want to ask for other people's resources, but he is in need. And there's definitely a degree of chilling uncertainty within the video. He starts it off by saying, well, this day was inevitable. According to the report by IGN, Jerry Fort has had this disease since he was 17. He's 25 now. So he's had it for 8 years. And he says something also very powerful, that he believes that he makes it out, but even if he doesn't, he's a very spiritual individual, so he knows that wherever he goes next will be great. His parents sets up a GoFundMe page. And ladies and gentlemen, the community has raised $50,000 for Jerry Fort and his family. He wanted to help his family financially get through the year and also cover the medical expenses for the lung transplant that would be required for the severity of this condition. It puts a really big smile on my face, man. It really does. As much as the AAA industry may be collapsing and there's so many things that we can complain about within the community, we needed a really big win. And we got one. In my video, It's Time to Be Honest About Rockstar Games, I was putting an emphasis on the fact that there was real lives behind these intellectual properties and movies, TV shows, games that people enjoy, that people discuss, that people hold nearly and dearly to them. In a similar fashion, us as fans, and I'm sure even the developers or ex-developers themselves are also fans. A lot of us know somebody who hasn't made it to GTA 6 during this very large gap. And if we can help it, ladies and gentlemen, if everybody in this community, if everybody in the gaming community and outside the community can help it, we're going to pull through. And I am really glad to see that we pulled through here. And while we're here, I'm also going to use my platform to promote the PCRF. One of the gamers that I most enjoy watching on Twitch plays a lot of Street Fighter. I'm going to leave his link in the description below. I want to say over about the past month and a half, past 2 months, he's been promoting this cause to us, to his community. And me being a part of his community, I felt that it was my duty to help donate to this cause since he has brought it to our attention. His community, they've been donating, knowing what we're dealing with in the world right now, and the fact that we even have the privilege to be concerned about things like video game trailers and multi-billion-dollar corporations. I think it's important to shed light on these communities. There are large groups of people out there that have problems much bigger and more important than our own. So as much as we can make noise about the Netflix thing or $100 edition of a video game and other bullshit like that, we can also bring some attention to this too. So I felt that it was necessary I step away from that drama for a second, shedding some light on our brother Jerry Ford and the big win that we got for him, helping him and his family pull through, and shedding some light on a nonprofit organization that I've been supporting. So whether or not you can help contribute financially, whether or not you have contributed financially, I think it is just as important if we can help get the message out. So that's what I hope to achieve here today with this video. You can check out the links for Jerry Ford's TikTok page, his GoFundMe, as well as the Twitch channel for the gamer I was referring to earlier, which goes by the name WT Hamad. And you'll also find the link to the website for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So I hope this brings some more positivity to the community, as I feel we've really needed it over the past couple months. In fact, over the past couple years, probably. I'm going to be doing more of these bite-sized commentaries as well as essays, and it seems that the bite-sized commentaries have been doing well on the channel. So definitely going to see some more of those. But I thought I would bring some attention to this and break away from that cycle of negative echo chamber, just constant bullshit, constant drama, and constant discourse within the community to talk about these situations. But if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the style of commentary and you want to stick around, be sure to hit the sub button with the bell. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I am always interested to read them, and I will see you next time.